Hey, Bronze Medal Moms, it's coffee talk time.
Which means grab your coffee, your car line snack, or whatever's keeping you upright today.
Because we are catching up on life. We've got new theme music, Olympic moms winning gold, spring break pressure, tattoos in your 40s, and yes, lots of real life stuff in between.
This is the episode where we talk about what's happening in our lives and what it actually means to show up as women who are still growing.
No scripts, no perfection, just real life.
But brawn still gets you that place on the podium.
Hey there, friends. Welcome to Bronze Medal Moms, the podcast where we aren't going for gold, we're going for bronze on the daily. I'm Amy.
And I'm Amanda, and we are here to remind you that you don't have to be perfect to show up, survive, and even thrive in motherhood.
Hello.
Hello, friend. It's time for coffee talk.
Yay, coffee talk. Oh, my
Okay.
goodness.
There's so much going on right now. And I will tell you, actually, you know what I was going to tell you? I don't know if this is going to be, some people are not going to agree with this, but we do our recordings on these days that I'm not at the school. And in the morning, I was thinking about it as I was doing this. I clean the whole house once a week. Like I make all the kids' beds. I dust their furniture. I vacuum their floors.
Look at you.
I know. And I think some people might think that as like, you've got bigger kids, like they need to do their own stuff. And they do clean it up over the weekend. But I like the idea of them coming home to a super clean room at least once a week.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
For some reason, that makes me feel like I'm giving them like a little gift of relaxation.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm
Yeah.
sure another mom's like, you shouldn't be doing that.
No, I don't think that's a bad thing. In fact, I will tell Adelaide that we won't clean her room if it's not picked up.
Oh, I see. Like she's just got to pick up her stuff.
Right. She's got to pick up all of the stuff, which is the chaos. Because,
It
like,
is.
I can't vacuum when I can't see the carpet or vice versa.
No, exactly.
yeah.
I always tell Rue I can't put her to bed if I can't see the bed.
Yeah.
Get the stuff off the bed. I have to
Exactly.
see how to put you in bed.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I feel that. I don't think anybody would. Well, if they do have an issue with it, well, who cares? We don't judge here on Bronze Medal Moms.
We don't judge.
No,
But
we
it
don't
is one
judge.
of those that I was like, I wonder if some moms would be like, you should take your day off and relax. And I'd be like, yeah, but
Probably.
it really makes me feel good to do this.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I love it. Well, listen, before we get into all the stuff that's happening in our lives and in the world, can we talk about the new theme music for the
Yes.
Yay! I love it. I think you need to tell our listeners a little bit about it. Because, like, we're evolving here at Bronze Medal Moms. We're creating a community and a movement.
We are. Things are happening,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. And so, I mean, we're definitely not the podcast we were when we started. What? Oh my gosh, almost a year ago.
Almost a year ago. It'll be a year in May.
That's so crazy. But it was your friend who actually created the music for us.
Right. So we also, big news, we finalized our logo. Cheers to us. And I was reaching out to a friend of mine who's super, super talented and asking him, here's what I have for our logo. I'm not in love with it. Can you help me? Blah, blah, blah. Just give me some guidance, something like that. And he did. He gave me some guidance on that. But he was like, well, tell me more about this podcast. And so I was talking to him about it. He's like, oh my gosh, my wife has got to listen to that podcast. And then like 10 minutes later, he's like, I couldn't resist. I wrote y'all a song. And I was like, what?
It's perfect. So it's called Mommin' Like a Rock Star. And what's his name?
His name's Jake Lowe. He's
And
very talented.
So talented.
You're in the Austin area.
Oh my gosh. It's perfect for us. Now, because we play it on the podcast, they don't get like the whole thing, right? They get snippets of the intro and things.
Right. It'll be little pieces of it, but still,
yeah.
It's great. It's catchy.
It's so good. So thank you, Jake. And if you're in Austin or actually probably just worldwide, I'm sure you can still connect with him. We'll actually
Still connect with Jake Lowe. He's awesome.
Yeah, we'll put his contact info in the show notes maybe because
Yeah, he's
fun.
great. He's super talented. He does photography. He does design. He does, he's like the jack of all trades. Or the jack of all
fun.
trades.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
My dad
joke.
joke for the day.
So bad.
Terrible dad joke.
Well, speaking of like dad jokes, can you see this monstrous thing behind me?
I was gonna bring it up,
Do you know what
perhaps
that is?
off camera, but if you're willing to talk about it,
Well,
I'm open to whatever the hell that is.
well, I realize our listeners might see us now, like, because we're gonna have a YouTube channel and we put in little snippets on Instagram. They may see it and wonder what the heck is that. It is an inversion table. You know those things you lay on and flip upside down?
Yeah, it's for your back, right?
It is for your back. So Steve and I took one of our spare bedrooms and it's like our gym. Like my treadmill's in there, the weights
Right.
are in there. And he had mentioned several months ago that he would like to try an inversion table. Well, yesterday, day before, someone on our neighborhood page was selling one for crazy cheap.
No.
And I was like, we'll take it. And so now we have one.
So it didn't give you any chance to debate price or cost. God was just like, no, here you go.
Yeah, yeah. So then, of course, and here's how I can tell it's probably that time of the month because like he was chewing on the couch last night and I wanted to throat punch him. But I was like, babe, I said, guess what I got you? He's like, what? I'm like, I got you an inversion table. And I told him how much, which was not expensive at all. He goes, oh, well, they're like $25 on Marketplace. And I was like, fine, go get a crappy one from a stranger on Marketplace. Like,
Right.
what the heck, dude? I just got you one like 2 doors over. Go pick it up and say thank you.
Right. It doesn't matter. It's so funny. I go to such lengths because I feel like Chris is very difficult to shop for. And so I'll go to such lengths to like ask friends or his family and think of these ideas that are like, oh, this is gonna be so exciting. And once on our buy nothing site, somebody gave away it's like a mini lathe. So if you know, like a lathe is what they use to make baseball bats.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's the full size lathe makes a baseball bat. Well, mini lathes make pens or like chess pieces or stuff like that. You would think I gave him $1 million. He was like, this is the greatest gift you've ever given me. And I was like, I didn't even try. And it was free. I was like, from then on, I was like, I give up. There's no winning. I go for like bare minimum for the gifts. I'm like, there's no, because then I'll try really hard. And he's like, yeah, can I return this? I was like, ugh.
You're like, I'm done. Well, I do have kind of a bittersweet update.
This is a very sad update. And
it
it's
is a
sad
very
for a
sad
lot of
update.
people because
It is.
she was loved by many.
She was. So many people on the podcast have heard me talk about my grandmother because she was almost 104 years old, took no medicine, did not even wear reading glasses, was still mobile, could still get around with her walker. She sadly passed in her sleep at the beginning of February. So,
sorry.
yeah. So it was very bittersweet because it was, kind of answer to prayers and how everyone wants to go. Like, literally, she probably had her ice cream and stayed up until 2 a.m. with my mom, watching TV, got up, went to bed, and she would lay on her left side with like her hands folded under her cheek. My dad went to run errands. He checked on her that morning. She was totally fine, breathing. And then when they went to wake her up a couple hours later, she had passed and she had not even moved. Like her hands were still there. So it was a blessing. I'm like, she didn't like choke. She wasn't hurting.
Just woke up in heaven.
She literally woke up in heaven, which is funny because, and this will tell you all you need to know about my grandmother and part of probably why she lived so long. My mom often would ask her, hey, Mom, do you ever think that when you go to sleep, you will wake up in heaven and you will see, Dad and Granddad? And because my grandpa had passed 30 years ago and my grandma, we call her Nanny. Nanny would go, I do, but every day I wake up and I just see you. So anyway, it was very bittersweet. And even though she was almost 104, it was so unexpected because she wasn't sick. She was totally fine. But then
that's what happens when it's literally like your go and then your battery just runs out.
Yeah. God was like ready for her. I can hear her saying it because she always used to say, well, the devil don't want me and God ain't ready for me yet. So I can totally hear her saying like, well, God was ready for me. But
I used to say it to my mom all the time that I would say, I said, the devil can't handle you.
yeah,
God's not ready.
yeah. Oh my goodness. But it's kind of like the end of an era, which is kind of sad. But
And you got to go up there though, and
I went up there and we got they had like a foot of snow, which Adelaide loved it. I was like, thanks, Nan, because Adelaide always wanted to be in Ohio when it snowed and we could never get the timing figured out.
oh,
So she got a whole day to play in the snow. But then, my mom has been her caretaker for about 4.5 years. Even though Nan was mobile and didn't take medication, mom was still there with her
right.
all day long. She would like cook for her. And so I had them come back to Texas with us. I was like, you don't need to be
I
sitting.
think that's so smart.
Yeah, sad in the snow. No, So they just left yesterday. They'd been here for over a week. So yeah,
Which is so good. It's good for, sorry, my phone was dinging. It's good for the grief process, which we talked about this. We're going to do a whole other episode on the grief process.
we are.
But it's because it's part of it is just being around family.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm excited to do that episode on grief with, moms, women, and kids too. So, because this was Adelaide's first kind of experience with death. So,
Which is kind of amazing that her first experience with death is a 104-year-old.
well, and that's what I told her. I said, what a blessing that she was able to be close to her great grandmother.
Right.
Like a grandmother and have 12 years of memories.
Yeah.
I mean, I only knew my great grandma from like a picture.
No, I never met mine.
Yeah.
My parents all waited to have kids, and the grandparents had kids late. I was lucky to have, I think the first one that passed, I had 10 years with him.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was lucky. The other one passed, I had 18 years. So
Yeah.
still fine, but they were old.
Yeah. Well, so that's my kind of bittersweet, sad update. So thank you to all of our listeners who, I'm sure several of them remember me talking about Nanny because, like I said, it's
She was an awesome
not very often. Yeah. So anyway, but while they were here, lots of new TV drops. So my mom is a TV buff, much like myself.
I feel like this is something that in every coffee talk, we talk about what we're watching.
Oh my gosh. Well, of course, the Olympics, though. Like,
Yes.
Olympics,
Oh my
Olympics,
gosh.
Olympics. Yes.
Did you see, and are you popping popcorn for the Italian mom? I'm going to butcher her last name, but Francesca Lollobrigida.
No.
Okay. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And then what is ridiculous is that there is controversy around this, which I think is just, it's like, what is going on? This is like moms can't win. We just can't win.
Okay. Tell me a little bit. She's a speed skater.
So she's a speed skater.
Okay.
She won gold. She not only won gold, she also set an Olympic record for speed skating. So huge deal.
So what's the controversy?
When she did her interview, after which they are required after a race to do a press interview, when she did her interview, she chose to have her 2-year-old son with her. He was it is comical. He is in full 2-year-old mode. He's grabbing the mic. He's ripping her hat off. He's sticking his hands in her mouth to like make her stop talking. It is unbelievably amazing. But I watched it as like, that mom is a flippin' rock star.
Yeah, she is.
She just celebrated this amazing moment, wanted to celebrate it with her son, and he's being a little turd.
Right.
But she still kept her composure, and she just kind of grabbed his hand every time it went in her mouth, and she ripped the hat off, the whole thing. There are people that are like, no, this is her job. She shouldn't be bringing her kid to work.
Oh, don't even get me started.
And I was like,
don't even get me started. Because do you remember during COVID, it went viral and he was applauded. The male executive whose 2-year-old son snuck in his office room behind him on Zoom.
Yes.
Nobody gave him shit about saying this is your job, get your kid out of the room. They applauded him because the dad standard is so low.
It's ridiculously low.
And
the mom, I remember from that, the mom comes diving in after the child or their pants down because heaven forbid she went to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and he's applauded. But now this woman who just won gold wanted to celebrate that moment with her child, which can we also talk about how to train for the Olympics when you are the mom of a 2-year-old?
And she just set an Olympic record and she had a baby 2 years ago.
I can't. I can't. I will throat punch anyone who says, like, are you serious right now? No.
Which I do understand
We don't judge on here unless you start being mean to moms like that. Then we're
right.
judging.
And I do understand someone's point of saying this is her job. I do get that. Her job is her job of choice is an Olympic speed skater, which does include the interview. But it wasn't like the interview caught her off guard. She knew what she was doing.
She didn't have the kid
she brought her kid to work.
She didn't have the kid on the course with her. Who cares?
No, it's not like he was on her back while she was speed skating.
Come on.
Like,
come on.
She was celebrating a moment.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was, if I guarantee, this is going to get me all riled up. If that was a man holding a baby, somebody would comment, where is his wife?
Oh, no. You know what they would comment? I'm sure they would say, oh, look, he brought his son. What a good dad. That's what
a good dad.
Yeah, what a good dad. That's a whole new episode we're going to do. I just decided, like, why the bar is so low for dads.
Which, let's just be clear, and I want to be very clear about this. We do not man hate.
No.
We are married to very good men. We appreciate everything men do. But it is completely unbalanced.
Oh, my gosh. And my husband is the first to tell you all the time how unbalanced it is. I can remember when Adelaide was still in the carrier and I was still, I breastfed her for 100 years, but I was still nursing her. But she was still in the carrier. She couldn't even walk. She could barely sit up. She was probably just a month or two old. I had to take our 70-pound dog and our 10-pound dog to the vet for freaking acupuncture for them, okay? I
did
it weekly with a baby in tow, 2 dogs on a leash, 170 pounds. Not one time did anybody help me get in the door, help me with the baby, help me with the dogs, because oftentimes by the time I'd get there, I'd have to nurse her while I'm waiting for the vet.
Yeah.
When it was like, hey, Miss Welch, it's your time to go back, you think anybody helped me with those dogs? No. Okay? One time I couldn't make it. So Steve took them. Same thing. Baby on the hand, 2 dogs. He will tell this story. He's like, they saw him coming from the parking lot. They opened the door and praised him for the dad bringing the baby with the dogs and feeding her a bottle in the waiting room. From the time he walked in to the time he left out, they were fawning and tripping over themselves to help him. And he said, he told them, he said, listen, you can stop helping me because I know my wife has been in here every week for the past 2 months and you guys never help her. Anyway.
And also, let me just say,
total tangent.
70-pound dogs. Steve is a tall, muscular person.
Yeah.
We're not.
I'm 4'9". The dog weighs as much as I do. I was so total tangent.
There was a
makes my blood boil.
Gosh, what was this episode? I do not remember the name of this show, but it didn't last long, but it was so cute. It was called like Blacklisted Moms or something like that. And it was about a mom in New York City, and she had twins, and she was getting back into work, and her husband worked and all that stuff. And she was getting back to work, and she was telling the dad, she was like, hey, I need you to drop the twins off at school, make sure so-and-so has their science fair project, make sure so-and-so doesn't forget their lunch. So you're going to drop them off, take them to the door and hand them off because of COVID, so you can't walk in, then turn around and receive your applause for doing such a good job.
Exactly.
And sure enough, that he like drops them off and all the moms are like, way to go. Oh, you're so wonderful. Like, please.
It's like, please, give me a break. Give me a break. Okay, well, switching. So the Olympics, I mean.
If you haven't watched it, go watch this gold speed skater and comment support for her.
Yeah.
Supporter. She did awesome.
That's amazing. That is amazing. We've been watching it. One thing that kills me, I feel like every time I turn the TV on, it's curling. And I don't know, because
Did you see that there was drama with curling?
I did the little like finger push or something,
Yes.
right? I did see that. And
And it was between Canada and Switzerland, two of the fieriest countries.
listen, I'm here for it. We're really we've been watching the curling. We're really getting into it and trying to understand it. I just find myself constantly Googling the rules. But it's always on. So they must have a million different divisions.
I was gonna say, it doesn't take long. It's not a long contest.
They do 7 ends. And an end is
and then it's an average score.
That's the highest. I mean, it's the highest score. But I don't know. They must have they must have doubles and teams and then women's and then men's and then I don't know because it's always on.
Maybe because it's so popular because people are like, you know what? I'm in my 40s and 50s and I've always wanted an Olympic medal. What could I start today?
Did you watch the very sad free skate of the Olympic gold medalist who's the
No.
I think his name's Ilya. They're the only ones in the world who can do a quad and a half, a 4.5 spin rotation, literally in the whole world. They showed a breakdown of the physics behind this move, and there are several G's on the body when they do this. And then they travel 9 feet in the air and go several feet vertical. It's insane. It's so technical that
I need to look that up.
It's so technical that during the free skate, all they had to do was their routine, and they'd already won gold because nobody else's routine was that technical. So by default, they were going to get the gold.
Wow.
Except they fell multiple times.
Oh, no.
And Ilya was like, yeah, I choked. I just choked. And so I feel really bad. But I guess the whole Olympic community and all the other ice skaters rallying around them and hey, it's fine. It happens. You're still amazing and all the things. But so that was kind of sad.
But is he young? Are they young?
Oh, yeah.
They got more years.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even sure if they're 21 yet. Super young.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. Anyway, so
don't injure yourself in the next 4 years. You'll be fine.
Yeah. When do they end? I'm not actually sure. I feel like they've been
a week or two.
I don't know how long they last, but you know what did just drop?
What?
Do you watch Love Is Blind?
Okay. I was so hardcore into Love Is Blind, seasons 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't get enough. Season 3 lost me. And then I haven't come back, but I think I'm ready to come back.
Oh, you got to come back. You got to come back.
It's so good.
Oh, it's so good and it's so messy. Now this season,
and I'm not a huge reality show, everyone's sitting around having a glass of wine fan. I don't really like those shows.
Yeah, okay.
Love Is Blind I like.
Well, there's actually from season 1, there's still a couple who's married. So there are still...
Yeah, they had the first baby.
Yeah. So there are still several couples. But this season, I had to watch it because it's in Ohio.
Oh my gosh, did you know anyone?
No, but I'm if it's Ohio, it is going to be a messy season. Come on.
I just love, they have to they edit the daylights out of it. And they have those, silver wine glasses. So you can't see where the wine is to see how they've edited it. But I love some of the stuff that comes up later. Wasn't it season 2 when this woman and man, they were so in love and they proposed and they were great. And then on the honeymoon, he decided to bring up that she was the first girl he'd ever been interested in.
Oh, yeah, I think that was. Yeah. You're that would have been good to know in the pods.
What? You could have brought that up in the pods.
Yeah. I saw a reel on Instagram now that some of the dads are out there making, and it's just a dad drinking coffee on his back porch. But then the text on the reel says, thinking of how to raise my daughter so she doesn't end up on Love Is Blind.
But it's true. And I understand that's what makes it good TV.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, are you serious? You have a family. There are people that love you. You have to go home and people be like, what were you thinking?
There was one last season where it wasn't until the honeymoon or maybe listeners are probably going to correct me if I'm wrong. Either the honeymoon or when they were living together that he had fathered a child. He did not disclose it in the pods. Now, he doesn't raise it. He fathered it for a gay couple that he's friends with, but he was still involved, like as the uncle in the child's life. And she was like, "Don't you think I needed to know that?"
Right. Again, if you are only into your same sex, if you fathered a child for someone else, no one's judging.
No,
I just would like to know this information.
Yes. Just would like to know. Yeah, zero judgment. But these are like important life things that you need to disclose in the pod if you're going to marry somebody, I feel like.
You know, Chris and I had this joke. This is such a terrible joke.
Uh-oh.
But we'll have been together now 18 years and in July. And I was like, wow, 18 years. Guess it's time for some of those illegitimate kids to come find you.
Amanda.
He was like, what is wrong with your humor?
Oh my gosh.
I was like, your secret's about to be exposed.
Oh my
It's
God.
like, no.
Oh.
And this is why Chris does not listen to our podcast.
That's so great. Well, speaking of the spouses and your kiddos, you got spring break. Is your spring break coming up?
It is. It's coming up. I don't think we have plans to do anything. We're actually going to go see my dad in Dallas the week before.
Yeah.
But it's also, I think spring break falls for Austin, South by Southwest. So it's like crazy busy to drive or get out of the airport. Like it's really,
Yeah,
if you are not like renting your house out for South by Southwest, you're staying inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe you should have rented your house out and then gone to see your dad that week.
That is true.
Yeah.
I could have rented it out.
Yeah.
Which people do that all the time.
Yeah. Well, I even have seen, what is it here? I can't remember what it is here. Or maybe it's in Austin. People for certain events rent out their driveways for parking.
Yeah.
You can make a lot of money. Or like even your yard for parking.
Yeah. You can rent out your driveway or your yard. Or
Yeah.
as long as it's not like, as long as it's your property, not like a sidewalk or something like that, that it's something that you're allowing someone to park there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have friends that make lots of money doing it and will purposely just move out of their house for a while.
Yeah. That's crazy. But I think it's brilliant. Well,
what do you have for plans?
Well, I was going to say one of our favorite spring breaks that we did was just a staycation we did here in Houston.
Oh, but see, Houston does have a lot. I've always wanted to go to Houston and do like the museum circuit and stuff like that.
Oh, well, here's what you can do. You can rent out your house, come stay at my house because we're not going to be here. And the dogs aren't going to be here. You could spring break at Casa de Welch. We've got the pool. And then you could do Houston stuff.
Not lying. This is a great idea. I might think about this.
I think Steve actually has a work trip that butts up to the beginning of spring break. So I think we're going to piggyback and go back to London.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. One of my favorite cities, but I don't want to spend the whole week in the city. Like once you've been there, So I'm looking for like little day trips to take from London for us to do and for Adelaide and I to do while he's doing his work stuff there.
London's a good hub, so it's easy to fly in and out of stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And like last time we went, we took like the train to Paris for the day. So yeah, we'll see.
I do Amsterdam again. I love Amsterdam.
I've never been. That's definitely on.
Oh my gosh. Amsterdam and Prague are like magical little cities. Amsterdam because everyone is on a bike. Like where are you that everyone is bike riding? It's magical and pretty and lovely. And then Prague is actually one of the only untouched cities from all world wars.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was never damaged in any of the world wars. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm 99.9% sure I'm right. So all the buildings are crazy old, but in ridiculous good shape. Like everything's cobblestone. It does have the castle made of bones.
Oh, that feels like it's right up my alley.
Yeah, it's like a medieval type castle. It's made of all the bones of the people they killed.
Oh, interesting.
Very cool.
Well, speaking of bones, this is actually a very morbid segue, but it made me think of the Nancy Guthrie case. Are you like following that or aware of it?
I cannot.
Okay, so
I'm having trouble. Something is off. I don't like it.
Oh, so you are following it. Like, you know what's
Following it
happening.
100%. And I'm just like,
something
no, this is a
It's,
conspiracy in some way. Something is way off.
I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird. I mean, I have no.
And it's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like the odds of her still being alive, though, are really slim. Really
Unless someone's just keeping her.
I don't know. You know what I initially thought is that it was kind of like the movie Fargo, where you had like some local hometown.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, like thugs who thought, ooh, this would be an easy way to get money. We'll just take her, we'll ask for money, we'll get it, and then we'll give her back. But they didn't think through what happens when you kidnap an 84-year-old who has health issues. Like,
Right.
come on. So then I feel like maybe then the wheels fell off and they were like, oh, crap. But I don't know.
No, that's a really good example that it's like Fargo. I could totally see that being true. I could also, I don't know, like it's just she's such a, like Savannah Guthrie is such a lovable, all-American person that it's such a weird take.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so odd. And like everyone's talking about, which I agree, like we should find her and it should be this upsetting, but like the president's tweeting about it. And
Yeah.
it's weird. I just get very oogie feelings about the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm with you. And then when they found that glove, I was like, oh no, another case with a black glove. Here we go. Like, yeah.
Don't try the glove on. Don't do it.
It's really weird. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah.
I couldn't watch the kids though talking to their, like Savannah and her siblings talking to their captor. It made me way too sad.
I thought that was weird. For a hot second, I thought like the sister was in on it, but they've all been cleared, so that theory is out the window. But
yeah, but
also, I mean, it was super weird too because like the FBI is not going to let them do any video that's not completely scripted.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Look, you know your background. You know these things.
Well, I mean, I play one on TV. Oh, you know what else I did?
Practically a doctor.
You know what else I did when my parents were here?
What?
I went and got a tattoo.
You did? What'd you get?
I actually went and got 3 tattoos.
Oh, because you're 18 now, and that's what you do.
No, I did not get any tattoos when I was 18. In fact, when Steve married me, I had 0 tattoos. But I love them. And I realized too, like, talk about a good, like, metaphor for like marriage and how marriage is supposed to evolve. Because literally, Steve did not marry a woman with piercings or tattoos. And now I have a nose piercing and I have 8 tattoos.
And that is how, and he still loves you. That is how marriage
and
evolves.
I told him, I said, thanks for like, loving me with the tattoos and not caring. He's like, babe, I just love that you love him. I don't care. I'm like, dang, I guess I'll keep him around.
What a good man.
Yeah, but I did. So I have my grandpa's signature on my.
Cute.
And then since Nanny passed away, I got hers.
Nice.
And then our kind of family song, and I'm sure this is the family song for lots of women and moms. It's You Are My Sunshine.
Lovely.
So I got that right here, but I got it in Adelaide's handwriting.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I got like 4 little dots that are for like Nanny and Mom and me and Adelaide.
We have that song. I would sing that to my babies, and I wrote verses for each kid.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And they're not like super uppity, because it's not an uppity song, but it's just a happy sounding song. But they're really sweet, and my kids love hearing their little verses.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe one day Rue will grow up and tattoo her verse on her.
Just the whole thing on her chest. Now, I'm a big advocate of tattoos. I have one. It is a tramp stamp.
That you got when you were 18?
I got it when I was 22. I did have pretty good rules for tattoos. And I think this is a solid rule when you're young. Okay. Is that I had to want the same tattoo in the same place for a whole year. And if I changed my mind, on the placement or anything like that, I would have to restart the year.
Yeah.
Well, I did not abide by that rule because at the last minute, at 22, I was not married and was not dating anyone, and I really wanted to get it on the inside of my wrist.
Yeah.
And at the last minute, my friend that took me convinced me. She's like, no, put it on your back because you don't want it in any of your wedding pictures. And so I put it on my back. And so I forget about it all the time.
Yeah.
And my kids are always like, there's something on your back. And I was like, it's a tattoo. And Chris is like, oh, good Lord.
Well, I have a little tiny baby one on my wrist. I like it. It's XOX, like hugs and kisses, because that's our thing, me and Steve and Adelaide.
Uh-huh.
So,
well, and I have one that I want. I've been wanting it. My mom's been going now for 5 years.
I can't believe it.
But I know. But I realized this. It was part of my grief that my mom. Well, I became a mom. Rue's birthday is 1/11, January 11th. I became a mom on 1/11. My mom died on 11/1, and that was the day I had to learn how to live without my mom.
Aww.
And so I have in my mom's handwriting 1/11 and 11/1 that I want to get tattooed.
Yes.
And I just haven't done it. Like I was gonna do it, and then I got pregnant.
Okay, come to Houston. I have the best guy, because what a lot of people do not know, everyone's into fine line tattoos. Fine line, fine line, fine line. That's what everybody likes. It's like it's what you use for handwriting and all the. So
I don't even know this terminology, but I'm in.
Okay. It's a fine line tattoo. However, most people who do a fine line, especially, have you seen a lot of those pop-up tattoos where you can go like to a girls' night, you can get permanent jewelry and a little baby tattoo, and then they're everywhere in Houston. It's
get a tattoo at someone's house.
I would never do that. My nail salon even has a guy that'll do tiny tattoos while you get your nails done. And my tattoo guy is like, absolutely not. Anyway,
there's no way that's sanitary at all.
Well, tattoos are not regulated in the state of Texas. This is what I learned. There's no, like, you have to have a license to do nails. You do not have to be licensed to give tattoos. Yeah.
Oh, Texas.
But anyway, fine line tattoo is what I wanted. I wanted like my grandpa's signature because it was a fine line. And I wanted some of these as a fine line. Well, most people who do a fine line still use a triple needle gun. So you're getting...
I can't believe you even have these phrases.
So you're getting you're getting 3 needles, which is like, kind of, it's a much thicker tip. My guy does single needle fine line, which is very rare and almost unheard of. In fact, when I mentioned it to the guy at the salon, he was commenting on my tattoos. He was like, oh my gosh, that's like a super fine line. And I said, yeah, it's single needle. He goes, that's almost impossible to do. I'm like, well, my guy's just that good. So,
well, now I have to come to Houston to get my tattoo.
He's fabulous. His name's James. It's shelter tattoo. It's by appointment only. It's not a walk-in. He's the only guy there. He's amazing. He's already working on another one for me. And my mom actually got her tattoo touched up by him while she was here.
Oh, what does she have?
She has, years ago, even before I had a tattoo, her and some of the ladies she worked with at the courthouse went on their lunch hour and they got like toe ring tattoos on their toe.
Adorable.
So she got a little daisy and it had faded. So she needed like the white and the yellow. So he did that while she was here. Yeah. So I
love it.
But it's a single needle fine line, which to me makes all the difference. Like,
no, I feel that's, well, and you're right. If you're doing handwriting, you want it to be thin.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway.
No, that's what I want.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and it's proof that in your 40s, you can start doing tattoos. You can dye your hair pink, whatever the hell you want to do.
Well, I thought it was, I was like, oh, I'm becoming someone new. No, I'm not. I'm actually finally choosing to be like the real me, I think. I think in my 20s and 30s, even though I got one tattoo, I love the tattoos on the arms. Not a full sleeve. I love like a stamp sleeve. I think I was just afraid of what people would think. And now I'm like, no, I love them. I'm getting them. So you should
like it. It's whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
I've never, and I'll say this, I have never looked at a mom or looked at someone differently like, ooh, tattoos.
Well, I'm sure some people do, but I don't care about those people.
No.
I did.
I don't
I
have
have
their opinion.
I did have somebody ask me like, "Oh, well, are you sure you're gonna want that when you're 80?" I'm like, "Yeah, or I'm not gonna care when I'm 80." Like, if I want it when I'm 48, still gonna want it when I'm 80, or I really won't care by then. I don't know.
I have noticed from, yeah, really, I'd go every decade from 20s, then 30s. Now I'm in my 40s. Each decade, I care less and less about what other people think, how I look. Like, as long as I'm healthy, all is good. I can't imagine how little I give a crap about people in my 80s.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah, seriously, seriously. Well,
It is
okay.
not going to faze me one bit.
Well, so I think you're gonna come to my house for spring break. You're gonna have a Houstoncation, and then you're gonna go get your mom tattoo at my tattoo guy.
All right, this might have to happen. Chris would love nothing. Do you know this is actually funny? So talking about Amsterdam, I wanted Chris and Chris does not have any tattoos, but I wanted him to get a tattoo with me so bad. I was like, we're married. I want a tattoo together. I don't care what they are. I want this. And it never happened. And we were in Amsterdam and I was like, it's the perfect place. Like, we loved Amsterdam so much. We actually looked up jobs in Amsterdam, had a place to live, had jobs with Apple. Like, it almost happened. And then we decided we didn't want to be that far away from family. But we were so involved in Amsterdam. I was like, this is the start of our new lives. We have to go get a tattoo together. And typical Chris goes, all right, we'll go get a tattoo together. And I was like, yay. And he goes, well, let's go to dinner first. And I was like, okay. And he knew the tattoo parlor closed.
Oh,
I
what?
was like, "Yeah." So we never got it. He was like, oh no, it's closed. I
Yeah.
was like, you knew this.
Oh man. Well, Steve doesn't have any either, but he is already working with James on designing his first one. So
I don't think Chris has any desire to have tattoos, and he's just not. I mean, he's such a good-looking guy, and he's just not into like tattoos or piercings or
Yeah.
like, he's very straight-laced. Like, the biggest thing Chris does is he gets a haircut every week.
yeah.
So, and he's
Yeah.
got very nice hair. He's very proud of his hair too.
Oh yeah, Steve
No.
is good here too. Well, Steve
No,
also
but
had
he's just not into
Steve's not
that. I don't
either.
think he cares that I am, but
No.
he does think he's like, that's weird. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's not. It's great.
Steve's not either. He had zero desire to get a tattoo, so I don't know if I'm just rubbing off on him. He did say if he ever got one, it would either be Adelaide's footprints from when she was born,
Oh,
or it'd be something. So the one he's designing with James is from the time she was born. He has always whistled Three Little Birds.
oh.
That's that Bob Marley song to put her to sleep. So he's trying to figure out something along those lines. But anyway, we'll see.
Cute.
We'll see.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think
All right, that's our coffee talk
think we're
for
at the end of our
this month.
talk.
I love it. February was an up and down month, but
Yeah.
it was good. There's sadness about grandma, but tattoos and spring break coming up. So
That's right. Coming up. So stay tuned. And then, we've got more Bronze Medal Mom episodes.
we've got a lot of good stuff coming up
We
in March
do.
and April. We've got a lot of really good interviews that I'm super excited about. We've already done a handful of them, but they're really, really good.
Me too. I'm so excited. So keep following us, fellow Bronze Medal Moms. Don't forget to review and share our podcast with another mom who might need it.
And check us out on bronzemedalmoms.com.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to our moms on Bronze Medal Moms. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. See you soon.
Hair up high, coffee in my hand, baby on my hip, still making a stand. Oh yeah. Burnt toast breakfast, cartoons way too loud, mascara smudge, but I'm still proud. Carpool chaos, homework on the floor, I'm tying tiny shoes like I'm heading on tour. Sometimes I'm raging in the minivan line, sometimes I'm crying in the bathroom fine, but I lace up my heart like leather and chrome. Every crazy day I bring it home. I'm momming like a rock star, doing dishes like a dive bar. Yeah, the crowd is three, but they scream for me. Whoa, I'm momming like a rock star, perfect mess in a big heart. Give it all I've got, even when I'm falling apart. staring me down.